Thank you.
What? Praying for peace at this temple, with this peace at my temple.
Hello, Shalom Hola. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I want to wish everybody happy 2022. It's been a while since I've put anything out on my channel. COVID, family, business. I mean, it's all kind of combined right now. But we're hoping to get more done. I wanted to get on YouTube and tell you guys what I see happening for 2022. You know, I did predict that China would make us feel betrayed in 2021. That's already happening. That will get worse. But we have some topics here to look at tonight. We're going to start with the 7. Instead of the top one, we're going to start at the bottom. And I hope that when you come to this channel and you look at these predictions, you'll track them. Leave me a comment. Look at my other content that I have on my channel. I have a lot going on. I'm also on TikTok at One Sacred Dragon. So we're talking about COVID. And, man, there's such a division in this country about wearing a mask, getting vaccinated, and all over the world, as a matter of fact. This is not here. This is a global thing. So when I first asked how long before this would end, and I've got the number 13, which could be more 13 years than 13 months because it's very stagnant. The rebirth from this COVID right now and getting rid of it. The other thing is that with all the variants and strains, that's the other problem. The longer this goes, the more strains it's going to create. The other thing I felt was we also had the strength card. So I'm going to say 8 to 13 years before, actually probably within the next 8 years, we'll be more normalized. And one of these strains will just be a continuous flu every year. Okay? But it's going to take us a whole lot longer than what we're thinking. I'm unhappy to hear that, honestly. That's affected my business and a lot of people's business. There are a lot of people here still dying on this planet. I got vaccinated and I didn't want to, but I did. Johnson & Johnson. Because I have underlying health issues. I pray and meditate. I mean, I'm in good shape overall, but still. These are the things that we're worried about with COVID-19. And also, now we have this Omicron or whatever it's called. I mean, there will be, like I said, more strains developing from that. And you might as well just buckle up, keep your immune system strong, and be smart and safe. Okay? Next up, there's been a lot of talk about the Department of Justice and how slow they're working. And there's a lot of stuff going on with this insurrection, January 6th. That's another big division in our country. I am not pro-Trump. I'm a spiritual being. I live by the 10 Commandments, and he's broke, I believe, every one of them. So I really feel on some level that we need to be true to ourselves and keep integrity with everything we're doing. But back to the DOJ. And I'm burning some frankincense here to keep everything clean, while we're talking about some of this negative stuff. There's going to be some real heavy criminal charges coming up for some politicians before this is over, as well as Donald Trump, I'm predicting. They've got constitutional laws he's broken and blah, blah, blah. I don't have to you hear it on the news. It's like over. But I did look at it and I'm making this prediction now that, there will be a criminal charge coming up here for him. I believe Don was in a 8 cycle this last year. I was going to check that. Don Sr., he's 6/14/46. He's a 4, which makes him a dictator naturally, somebody a control freak. But, I believe this was 2020. He was in a 7 cycle. So he's in an 8 cycle now, which is a cycle of disappointments, and it's 9 cycles right around the corner. So for him, there's really some bad luck coming. There's going to be a lot of stuff exposed. But anyway, I also want to remind people out there that I predicted he'd be a 1-term president in 2016, and I stand by that. Moving right along, they just got somebody for insurrection today. They just arrested, the FBI did. So, it's, excuse me, we really do need to make sure that people who are criminal go to jail and pay the price. We don't need anarchy in this country right now, which is what that's going to create if people are getting away with stuff. It's like white privilege. Going back to the predictions, though, now we're looking at, America, and is actually in the life cycle 7 from last July. And so it still is, even though it's 2022. It'll go into a 8 cycle this year, which means that we can expect more disappointments from some of these other organizations and groups in our country, as well as around the world. You can bet that people are disappointing in America right now. It's just a matter of time that we're going to be feeling betrayed by them, even worse. And that's going to be on a few different levels. I also feel too at some point that, they always say if you want to know the future, look at the past. Well, we've had a civil war. We're kind of having one now. These people want to take the voting rights away and blah, blah, blah. So we got to be very careful about that. So the 7th cycle brings also some new information. So I'm also predicting that 2022 in the life cycle it is, because on a planetary level, it's a 6. Which also means more mental health problems with people, more murders. The crime rate will go up. But there's all going to be some fascinating news about communication and signs of communication from interstellar. That's happening in our lifetime. You can go to my website, travistidwell.us. I do a Keys of Enoch study group. I got something going on called Sacred Dragon. You can see behind me. You might want to join. I have the classes every Wednesday night on Zoom. So yeah, the cycle of America right now is very, very interesting, because only in darkness can light shine, and that's where we're at. Dot forms are changing, and that will get worse. And like I said, planet itself is in a 6th life cycle, so it's really also a time where not only is mental health something to look at, but just health in general. There's going to be a lot of people who are elevated who will spiral up, and there's a lot of people who are not elevated who are on a mentally down kind of vibration or frequency that will just spiral down. So be careful out there. It's a crazy world. Next item on my list is, will the U.S. go to war with Russia? Yes. Over the Ukraine? Yes. Russia is going to invade the Ukraine. There's no way out of that. That's going to happen between April and May at the latest, I feel. And that's going to be very interesting for us, because I also see here in my notes that even though China, I don't feel, is going to buddy up with Russia in some way, China has a lot at stake to itself, but also at the same breath, we have our problems with them. So they will be a problem for us. One of the biggest reasons why Russia feels like they can invade Ukraine right now is because we're a divided country. And Putin and Trump used to talk in private, so, he probably got some good lessons from Putin on how to create division in your country, kill one party, have one party rule, and hey, you get everything you want. Next question was, will the economy get better for some reason? Yes, it will. It will. It's going to take time, though. This rebirth for this country right now, as well as the world, is slow. I mean, it's affected my business, so many businesses now, with people being sick. So many people being sick, it's kind of crazy too. So it's going to take time. This isn't just going to go away. And I wish it would. I predicted last year that we would go semi back to normal in June, which we did. And so now, I'm looking at predictions for this, and it don't really look all that great, because of the division here. So it's going to be a much slower process. And that could be another thing. That could be another challenge for America besides, helping Ukraine. Because they say, well, we're going to fund Ukraine. Yeah, we're going to back them up. But we will get involved. And I'm predicting that right now. Other than that, I feel that everybody should be praying and meditating. If you don't know who your assigned angel is, email me. Leave me a message. And I will get that information back to you. All my angels from close to me now, Ariel, that includes you, or whoever your angel is, that's who you need to be talking to every day. It's all about moving energy. If you know anything about metaphysics and life, we're living in the 3rd dimension, and it's all energy. We're all going to be leaving the third dimension one way or another. I'm preparing for a Merkabah, which is ascension. We know that there will be a mothership coming here to this planet. We will be getting evidence of that real soon here, because we're also in the Aquarian age. And this is a very fascinating time for us. That James Webb telescope is going to be very fascinating. That's going to really open up our eyes to a lot of stuff and then, the government's already hiding information about contact. There's no way out of that. And we're not the only government that's hiding. I mean, Russia, Germany, there's no big secrets here. First of all, we're not from Earth, so we were imported into an extraterrestrial planet, galaxy, so to speak. And that's another thing to look at. These beings are really most of our ancestors. But the Lord God Yahweh, which is what we promote here at Sacred Dragon, instructs us that the good aliens are coming. They're more like our brothers and sisters, and they're going to help enlighten us and help us remove all of this darkness that's on the planet and get, something positive going here. It's called the Masonic Kingdom. And going back to my channel here, I'm hoping you check out some of my other stuff. I'm be putting out a new celebrity predictions. There's a lot going on with celebrities, and I'm going to be doing another sports edition. Also, I'm going to be having on my podcast members from my spiritual group, Sacred Dragon, being special guests this year. And again, I'm doing classes every Wednesday night, meditation once a month. It's really incredible. So if you're out there right now on YouTube, you found me, that means your guide brought you to me, and you need to check me out and come and see what I'm doing. I'll give anybody who wants to check out my group or my classes free first month. Travis Tidwell Podcast is where you're at right now on YouTube. But you can go to Travis Tidwell Podcast, Spotify, iTunes, and you'll get the same thing if you want to listen to this in your... No, you can't do that, can you, Athena? No, I'm sorry. You can only get this on YouTube. Yeah, because I do podcasts too. I'm sorry. So yeah, you can only get this on YouTube. So tell your friends. I'm also on TikTok, One Sacred Dragon. I'm hoping everybody out there who receives this information receives it in divine love, divine light, and divine trust, peace, love, many blessings. God bless you and your family, your pets, your friends, and God bless everybody on planet Earth. So be it.